Guys, welcome back to the Charles Owen Experience. Owen, welcome back.
Ogun, thanks.
Yeah. Young Wesley, Owen Jones, good to see you. Jozef Chen and Dima, welcome, fellas. We all had a good training session. That was fantastic.
Let's keep talking about autism.
Okay, you want to get straight in. Guys, remember first, like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, do all that. Follow the fellas on Instagram, Owen Jones, Jozef Chen, Dima, Instructionals, all that. Yeah.
That one hurt.
You want to continue straight to the autism?
Yeah, let's just carry on. Yeah.
All right.
I also do Jiu Jitsu, but it's cool.
Great.
Yeah, so what we're saying, we're just naming people one by one, right? And then going through
What's
who
the
we
ranking?
think.
We do the ranking.
So if you look at it, I believe Mikey.
Look at the evidence.
Wait. Mikey's undoubtedly the number one, right?
The GOAT.
Yeah, Mikey's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Then followed by a close Jason Rao.
That's fair.
I love Jason Rao. And
Makes him
to
so
be honest,
special.
like in terms of people that I talked to, I didn't talk to Mikey, but I think it's obvious.
Watch the instructionals and you get a good
You
glimpse
get
into it.
I would
Yeah.
rather kill myself, bro. I can't sit there for that long. SIS, bro. It's horrible.
Okay,
I tried to watch.
SIS.
I tried to watch one of his Brambola ones.
I watched that one.
Absolutely not.
To completion.
Oh, bro,
As in I
clicked off
completed
so-
myself off a lot of times listening to that.
Bro, your bolos look sick actually.
Thanks. Yeah. It's all
So-
Mikey's fault. Yes.
Do you get stuck into the Instructionals? You watch a lot of them?
I don't. Not at all.
You don't at all?
Not at all.
Really?
Genius.
Yeah.
Do you watch matches?
I do watch matches. Yeah, some matches. Yeah, I watch a lot of Owen. Trying to learn from the boy. No,
Flanagan.
actually, I watched some of
gayest shit
Joseph's
I've ever
match
heard.
versus. I don't watch that much jiu-jitsu, to be honest.
Do you not?
No, I watch a lot of rounds, and then I ask a lot of questions after I roll with people.
Okay.
Every time I train with like one of these guys, I always ask them questions after, and then I just try and improve with a certain skill from there.
Did you start by watching lots of jiu-jitsu or no?
Nah, never. I always thought it was pretty boring to watch, to be fair.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
some matches that are fun.
There are
Gary
some.
versus Renato was a great match.
Gary versus Husamar. as
Yeah,
well.
that was a good
Harris,
one as well.
that's a
Yeah,
good match, yeah.
Basically just Gareth. Gareth is entertaining.
Gareth.
Good old Gareth.
Yeah, I don't know him like that to call him Gary, so it's got to be Gareth.
What about you, Joe? Do
Yeah.
you watch lots of matches or instructions?
Fair bit. I mean, definitely depending on if I'm preparing for a comp or not. I mean, if I'm preparing for a comp, probably not so much. But
Yeah.
in the off time, when like it's more like focusing on learning new shit, then it's gonna be more instructionals and tape.
Yeah.
How much do you compete a year?
As little as possible.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I
It's
mean,
fucking boring.
You guys are the same. You both try to compete as little as possible.
Yeah.
no, I mean, I think now I'm gonna turn it up before ADCC just to get the experience out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I never really competed a lot.
The actual competition itself is fun, but everything leading up to and around it is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, just terrible.
Go on.
Yeah.
We're just like
You
cutting weight.
always manage to get sick. Always.
Yeah, getting sick is just a standard, but I normally get sick and then I'll be healed just on the day of the competition.
Yeah.
Shout out Kuwait. And
Bro, this
but
guy
yeah,
lost 8 kilos in like 3 days. If you're 8.
7, yeah.
7. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped the weight category by accident and then they let me change weight category last day.
Just
Don't
because
know
you're
why.
sick. Not
Yeah.
like from a weight cut, just because you're sick.
I was just so sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I had tonsillitis and I was sweating and I was coming off weed, so I was sweating like literally went to bed at 86 or something and woke up at 84. Like 2 kilos of sweat loss, just crackhead withdrawal symptoms.
Crackhead. By
Yeah.
the way, the first time I actually met Owen, Flanagan, like I didn't know what to expect, but in the first 10 seconds he talked about crackheads, and I'm like,
Oh,
okay, he's
fuck.
exactly
love
like
them.
an Instagram.
I love them.
Did you follow him before when he used to do all the crackhead stories? I've
Yes.
Turn them down. I just don't take the district line now.
yeah, you have to public transport.
Yeah,
now.
I have to
line
get
bike.
back on the district line. Yeah, line bike. Sometimes I see them, but I'm not going to stop and film them whilst I'm on my line bike.
Yeah,
You don't need to stop. You
I
should.
filmed one crackhead today on a line bike.
that was me.
That was you.
It's a good story as
It was
well.
good. Charles waved at every human that passed by,
Yeah.
and a lot of them waved back.
To be fair, you were on the bell the entire time.
I was
From
ringing the
start to
bell the
finish.
whole my thumb's
From
exhausted.
start to finish.
Some people waved back. So Charles was like, "Yeah," and some guy goes, "Yeah." That was fucking good.
That was a great
I
time.
really enjoyed it.
Just gassed.
So, Dima,
Waving at strangers.
you've been... How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu for?
I started in 2017.
2017.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Not that long. Nice.
Yeah.
And you watch lots of jiu-jitsu? I saw you put it on the story. You watch like 12, 14 hours of jiu-jitsu a day?
Like in my prime time, so for example, for the trials,
Yeah.
I wasn't watching 12 to 14 hours, but in total it's 12 to 14 hours of jiu-jitsu in a day.
Yeah.
So that was when I got burnt out. Like actually, I
That's
think
a
the
lot, yeah.
second day of the camp, right, when I gathered all the autism adventures together for the
That was-
trials camp,
that was fun.
I think
Team
I burned I think I burned out after 2 days, and I'm already white, right? But there I was so white like a ghost, and I couldn't even talk or walk anymore. So yeah,
You
but
ate a red egg. don't leave out such an important part of the story. What? Bro, this guy, me and Taylor came out for this training camp with him, yeah. Day 2, he comes in, bro. He looks so ill. And we're all, like, he's like visibly like so pale.
Because he hasn't slept.
Yeah, he hasn't slept at all. He told us he slept from like 8:30 to like 10 and came in to like teach. I was like, all right, cool. And he's like, yeah, I ate a red egg. I was like, what? He was like,
no, it was an omelet in a bread, but the omelet, it was kind of reddish, like, and I'm like, oh, fuck that shit, I need to go to practice. I was eating that, and yeah, that's how the story.
And then he was just ill for the rest of the like literally for
you got sick from that
5 days after.
I think it was the combination.
Red egg?
The thing is, I didn't sleep for 3 or 4 weeks, so it was like 2 hours every night because of the stress. Yes, I had so much stress, and yeah, and then everything came together: the camp, the red egg, these guys, the camp. But yeah, it was okay. I think I was only out for about a day, and then I was out for 1 day. I came back after 1 day.
You didn't turn up for 1 day, but you looked ill for a
yeah, I was fucked. I was fucked the whole camp. Like after trials, this was the first day where I could relax a little bit. And yeah.
What do you do for the guys in trials? So let's say you've got some fellas coming up. Like, how do you operate? What happened? How did you meet Joseph? How did you meet young Wesley, Owen Jones, Taylor, all those fellas?
Yeah. So let's start with Joseph. I met him actually at B team before he was known. So I was there for 3 months, and that was after I got injured, and I was out for 2 years. So from 2017 to 2019, I was training practically every day, like a lot. And then I was out for 2 years because of an ACL injury. And then the doctors fucked me up a little bit, didn't believe me that the leg is still fucked. But yeah, after 2 years, I could train again. And then I was at B team for 3 months. And actually the last month, when I think it was March, he came in, and yeah, it clicked basically. Like the moment I saw him, I was like, okay, he's a little bit odd because he had this white hair. Like you don't even know what he is. Is he Chinese? Is he American? He speaks English very well. So I talked a little bit with him, and then where it really clicked, it was when I saw his notebook, his laptop, because he had 20.
Joe's notebook.
Not notebook, like a Mac.
Diary.
What did you? Yeah. Yeah.
So
no. Listen.
Great guy,
Yeah.
Dima. He's fucking
How old is he
smart.
then? 17 as well. Crazy. Crazy.
No, and then I see 20 tabs from Flow Grappling, and I'm like, okay, I'm not the only maniac that is watching 20 tabs in a day. So and that was
What do you mean 20 taps?
20 internet. Yeah.
Like a tab.
Like 20 browsers open.
You saw his laptop going.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
understand, Notebook,
Exactly.
not like a okay.
And every tab was about.
I think you meant a diary.
No.
Okay.
That is way
That's
more normal.
Yeah.
I saw his notebook. And anyway, go on. Sorry.
That moment.
It's a laptop.
Yeah,
You
and
saw
then-
his tab. Yeah.
And then we started reviewing the matches, and yeah, basically that was how it started.
Nice. And you were coaching at this point, or you were
No.
right?
No, I wanted to be an active competitor, but I had injuries after injuries, like stupid injuries. One time in Bali, I was drinking 2 coconuts, eating, I think, three main dishes, and then from a sneeze, my hernia popped. So, yeah, stuff like that was
Eating
happening
injuries.
to me. So it feels like the universe tells me, motherfucker, you're not competing, you're just coaching. And actually, the decision to be a coach was made, I think, at Rouse in New York, 2 or 1 month before ADCC trials. And I competed. Yeah, I competed there in a match after, I think, 4 years of no competition with a fucked up hand after only 3 weeks of training because I was out again for 4 or 5 months. And I sucked so bad that I was like, okay, fuck that shit. I will only be a coach. And actually, Joseph asked me if I could help him in the prep because he saw what I was doing with Linus and he liked it. And it's always better to have someone, even if you're good, to not get into your head with the preparation. It's hard to be an athlete and a coach. So Jiu Jitsu is still not developed to this point where you can have a coach and an athlete and people understand actually what's happening there. But I think we will change it in the coming years. And yeah, then I helped him with the prep. Everything worked out. He had one of the best performances ever at trials. And the rest, yeah.
Very nice. And when you say you're helping him, were you strategizing with him? What was the protocol, Joseph?
Yeah, So
Maybe
the
either.
yeah, the thing is, I know his game pretty well, and so what I did, I was only reviewing the games of his opponents. I was making an hit list. That's how I call it, ADCC hit list, and I was writing down their weaknesses, their strength, and what we can do against it. And simultaneously, I wrote his training plan. So which rounds are you doing? When are you doing them? With who are you doing it? Which intensity are you doing it in? And yeah, then I had Linus with me, so we could also do some rounds that are challenging for him. For example, single leg rounds where you can't give up your back. Because if I tell Jozef, okay, we do single leg rounds, he will just give up his back. But yeah, he will not push his heart rate high. And I don't want this. So I removed the back part. And then his heart rate was really high, and he actually had a good gas tank for all of his matches. I think that was the best the gas tank you ever had, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And now, because we have more time to prepare, like after ADCC trials, I also intervene in the technique part, but not as much as with other people, because Jozef obviously is one of the best technicians in Jiu Jitsu already. So I only help him with a couple of parts there, but still structuring the training, trying to convince him to not train too much, to go a higher intensity, because he trains a lot with low intensity, likes to give up stuff. So yeah, that's where I intervene a little bit as an angel or a devil. You can decide on which side I am.
Yeah. And how did you meet young Wesley and some of the other fellas?
To be fair, I can tell this story. So
Yeah.
for me, it was so obviously after trials,
This is the trials you won, and
yeah. So we both won, right? So I didn't know Dima before trials, and then after trials, obviously, then Joseph started posting about him. I think Jason Rao started posting about him, and like kind of like became like a new thing, right? So then I went to B team to train with Craig and stuff like that, and I was sharing an Airbnb with Joseph and Kenta.
Oh,
And
man.
I actually got pretty close to Joseph, to be fair, and he's kind of funny, less autistic than I thought he would be. So
You said that. We'll come back to that. Yeah.
yeah, so
The rankings.
Let's
the
also
flow
come back to
grappling
Taylor.
rankings.
Taylor's number 3. Okay.
he's up there.
Taylor's
He's up
number
there.
3. Yeah.
He's up there. Yeah, so then we got we got along quite well, and then like we just ended up, Dima came up in a conversation. I was like, oh, do you think it'd be worth like him helping me for ADCC, or just general prep or get me better? And then obviously Joseph recommended, and I think we got on a call with him maybe like literally an hour later, and then we just had a conversation on the call. Said he'd help me for my match with Dom here, and after that I would decide whether I wanted to stay with him or if I thought it wasn't for me. And then obviously after the Dom here match, I thought it was helpful, so
Yeah.
why not take anything I can to get better for ADCC, you know?
When you called him, like, what were the questions that you would ask him? Like, how did he say he was?
Well, I
gonna
mean, my
help you?
first question was obviously, how would he help?
Yeah.
Right? Like, because obviously he's in Berlin, I'm in London. So then obviously he gave me like a structure of training, right? Because if you're competing, you're training hard, to structure your own training becomes like an extra task you don't really want to have to do, you know? Like if I have to come in today, okay, I have to organize the fact that everyone's going to like, all right, guys, today we're going to be doing single leg specifics, this intensity, this. If I have to do that, it's like extra energy taken away from me. Whereas if Dima gives me the plan, I can just go, all right, guys, this is what we're doing today. And I can just immediately focus on how I'm going to approach the rounds rather than like thinking about teaching a class, basically, you know? So like it helps you not have to worry about your training so much. You just have to do the training yourself. And obviously there are technical areas where like he has excelled in, like obviously this 4-point stuff, and like he's very well connected to other people, and he's like he doesn't think his technique is absolute, you know? So it's like he's not worried about getting techniques from Joseph and Taylor and everyone and like, mishing it all together and then just showing you different things, right? So it's like to get technique from either person is obviously good, right? Like Joseph shows Dima stuff, Dima shows Joseph stuff. So like if I had a question about tripod passing, I could ask Dima because Joseph probably showed him stuff from there as well. You know? So it's like the answer to questions, he knows someone who has the answer if he doesn't know it already, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that was a good approach as well, for sure. And like just structuring my training was a big part, because obviously I'm quite lazy with that as well, and I don't even watch jiu-jitsu either, so he can watch my matches for me.
Don't
So-
even like it.
David,
Yeah, I generally don't even like
just want to play.
Yeah, I literally just want to roll around the
Play
floor.
sport, yeah.
I just want to aggressively. Yeah, I generally would rather play Warzone. But yeah, help. Like obviously, for my match with Dom here, you know, like people usually study their opponents. So I was like, I'm just not going to watch any matches. And then Demon just came, so he watched all his matches, sent me a bunch of clips of like where he was going wrong, mistakes he was making, and stuff I could use to work against him. And then obviously I could just use that during the match and preparing for the match. So I think that helped a lot in my training camp in B team. I feel like I got more out of it with Dima than if he wasn't there, you know.
Fair play. Did you strategize for him? Who was that fella?
Yeah, Dominic here.
Yeah, that fella,
little samurai. He's autistic as well. Must be
Is
right.
he?
He seems
He
very.
must be right.
Bro, it was such a mistake to trash talk against you.
Yeah, I broke him.
That was terrible. Yeah,
I
I
broke
felt
him
bad.
early, yeah. That Instagram post was peak. You could tell that was me. You could tell, but because I remember how I felt at like I think I was up until like 12 o'clock at night the night before, and this post is just going viral, bro. And it's just like it's got like
It done well, yeah.
bro, it's got like 7,000 likes. It's got like 500 comments. Just all the UK guys. Just bro, I think you had a fucking comment that got
I
liked a
enjoyed it.
bunch.
I enjoyed
Yeah,
myself.
everyone's just commenting, Owen fried, and he collabed with it as well. So it's on his feed. Just everyone just frying him in his comment. I'm like, in my head, I was like, bro, I wonder how he must feel after this. He must feel like that red egg, bro.
Match coming up.
There's already so much pressure. He has to fight someone from the UK. Now he's just getting rinsed in the comment section, bro. So big.
So like more of a strategic approach to, well, basically like young Wesley just outlined it, but like you would offer a more strategic approach and like give guidelines on opponents and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How hard would you say it is to like spot holes? Let's say like in like e.g. people that are winning ADCC, would you still say there's loads of holes in their games that you can easily spot, or would you say it's like you got to kind of watch a lot to find out stuff that they're doing wrong?
Depends on the person. Like obviously in ADCC, there's still a big gap between good technique and
Juice.
not the greatest technique, but higher athleticism.
Juice.
Yeah,
That's okay.
How do you think
We're
Gordon-
saying,
how do you think
we're
Gordon Ryan
friends.
sits on that scale of technique and juice?
I think Gordon's amazing, to be honest. Like technique wise, I pretty much stole the most things from Danaher and Gordon Ryan. Like I think for all of us, it's the same, right?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. But still, if you're on the same level, or if you're close to the same level, even if you're a little bit worse than your opponent, if your opponent doesn't have a strategy against you, but you have one against your opponent, this can change a lot.
Yeah.
But this has to be backed up by technique. This is the most important thing. So this is only the first part that I do. The second part is to create systems.
So the first part is the technique.
It's noticing what the holes are.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So the second part will be in the future, and we are trying to do this right now, having systems or having ways that will be very valuable in the future that people still don't know. So it's pretty much like crypto, because you guys talked about crypto. You need to know.
Owen's bankrupt now. Yeah.
I know nothing. I'll invest a lot.
Just over lunch.
So you need to buy the crypto that nobody wants to buy right now, that nobody knows of, but you know that in 1 year, everybody will buy it. And that's how you can 10 or 100x your own holdings, and then you sell. So the same thing we try to do right now. We have systems and techniques, not only I, but also them, that will probably do a lot of damage in the future, hopefully in ADCC. And then when the other guys go into the coin, we get out, and we already have the next project in mind.
That's
So
what Danaher and that were doing, no?
Hmm?
That's what they were already doing. New
Exactly.
Wave Camp, yeah.
Exactly.
They'd release an instructional just so you try the shit on them in the instructional, and then they had the counter prepared, and they'd fuck you.
That's what I figured
wow.
out the first time I was in B team, because I had a really good cross Ashi, like in Europe. And then I go there, I tried to play cross Ashi against Ethan, and this is the worst mistake you can do, because he's in the cross Ashi position basically every day, and he crushed me from there. And that's where I understood, okay, if you want to beat high level guys, you can't look at what they've been practicing their whole life, right? You need to understand it, but you need to look at things that they don't know. So I take a lot of inspiration from watching wrestling, especially older Dagestani wrestling. So there's a video of, should I drop it? There's a cool video on YouTube I showed to almost all of my athletes, and if you look at the video, your wrestling will 20x. I will not say that.
Is it so tier?
If you want to know the video, subscribe to my crypto group for $9.99 a month, and please buy O'Flanagan's Instructionals if you can find.
Yeah, if you can spell that.
Yeah, if you can spell it, you get a discount on my group.
At the end, yeah.
Please send it to me then.
So what's the plan for you? Are you looking to create like a team, or are you looking to just like work with specific athletes? Because I saw that you said you're not working with many athletes at the moment. You did get a bit of backlash from people after ADCC trials from being like, oh, he's claiming. I don't believe that you were, and I don't think you were whatsoever. But it's like, oh, he's claiming like ADCC athletes and that kind of stuff. Clear the water a little bit. On
I
that.
own
What do you-
UK and Poland now.
He actually pays me every photo we take.
Yeah. There was
every Instagram post, just know I'm
Damon's-
eating. I'm eating.
there was a rumor that I pay athletes to take pictures with them. I'm like,
What's
cool,
that?
bro.
Don
Joseph.
King.
Yeah.
Don King about the percentage.
Yeah. So the plan is to open my own academy.
Yep.
But I still don't know where. And hopefully I can gather some people there. I'm not only having great athletes like Owen and Jozef. I also have a couple of guys that are training with me since I started the no-gi journey after my injury. And they will come up in the future. Like, if you don't know Linus, you will know of him soon. He already could beat top-level athletes with a certain style, but not everybody. He only lost to Taylor in these trials, and he beat Chris Wojak after only 2 years of no-gi training. So this is pretty impressive. Like, don't mistaking us for only being good with the highest athletes. We can also build athletes, and I think we will do it in the future, especially because now I have more resources with guys like Owen and Jozef. So we are all helping each other, and like Owen said, I don't think I know everything, and I don't think that anybody does. So if you have a coach or a guy that tells you he knows everything, he's probably wrong.
Yeah.
So-
Joseph, stop telling me you know everything. This guy, bro.
Yeah, so to come back to your question, the plan is to open an academy and hopefully create a team in the next 5 to 10 years. The thing is, you will only see good people from the beginning after a certain period of time. I only started 2017. I was out for 2 years, and even now, I think I only trained 3 years on the mat in total because of the injuries. And the highest plan is actually to not coach anymore because I want to train every day. So let's see how...
You want to do more training yourself?
Yes, I want to train every day. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. But it feels like I need to do the coaching stuff right now.
Yeah.
But let's see what I do in the future. We will definitely have connection to all of us. We will train together every day, and I will help everyone that is close to me. But I don't know if I will be a coach for the next 10, 20 years. I definitely be a coach like I try to do it right now for 1 or 2 years, just to help everybody. And after that, I hope I can just train every day and try to be good myself.
Yeah.
You gonna plan on any instructionals? I reckon instructionals.
I don't want
itself
people to
you
pirate
can
my...
just do the. Oh, you want them to pirate it?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
gonna happen
yeah.
anyway, man.
That's
Don't worry about that.
regardless,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna
Or
happen.
maybe I have an idea how they can't pirate my shit.
Don't worry about that, man.
Everything's
as soon as you put
piratable.
something out, that's
Yeah,
getting
bro.
pirated
Not
straight
everything.
away.
Not everything.
What
It's
service
actually,
is
it
not
does you a
piratable?
favor. It gets you more out there. I wouldn't even worry about things getting pirated.
Okay, guys.
What is one thing
You-
that is not
Wait.
piratable?
There is something.
Well, no. In order for
off
pirating not to be an issue, your name has to be easily spelled. You know,
That's it.
Because then
Maybe
when
that's it.
they find it on like a Pirates Bay. Oh, I found the name. But on Fanatics, you search it up, you got it. It's chill.
But you can't search my name.
No, but it'll come up on the daily discounts.
Actually, here we go.
Yeah.
Can you spell his name right now?
No,
It'll come up on a list.
I
Give
think
it
it's like
an attempt.
EOGH. I don't know what's
Perfect.
after that. Yeah.
AOGH.
Really?
No one else is
Is
that correct?
will
Yeah,
come
yeah.
up at that point, so that's fine.
Oh, I'm
Good,
actually
You're damn
surprised.
smart.
Let me answer the question real quick. So, I will probably do something like Instructionals in the future, but only after ADCC because
Yeah.
we do the same thing. We want to do our stuff and then we show what we did.
Yeah.
We don't want to show it and then everybody knows. And I also have something else in common because I think Instructionals are already there. So if you want to get good in Jiu-Jitsu quick, maybe I can show you one area where it's quicker than if you see something else. But usually you can just look at the Danaher stuff, buy it, and get pretty good in a short amount of time. This is not the problem.
buy it.
No?
Don't buy it. Pirate. If it's John Danaher, just pirate it.
Move selection, yeah.
Only
But-
buy it if it's Joseph Chen, Owen Jones, Owner Flanagan.
Yeah,
if it's
the
anybody else, bro,
Buy
pirate
those
that.
instructions right now. Just stop
Yeah,
listening. to
pirate
them,
it.
man.
But us, you got to pay, bro. But them man, just pirate that.
So the problem is not the instructionals, like there are enough of instructionals. The problem is what should you do when?
Mm.
And I try to
Yes.
figure out this problem for everyone in the future. Something that is not piratable.
Have
Yeah.
you seen what Jeremy
More
Skinner?
personal.
Sorry,
Yeah.
It's like more personal, so
yeah.
you can't. Yeah, but then it's not. It's not like scalable, is it?
It is.
As in, you could scale it to people that you don't know.
It is.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. Let me know once
This
that's
is-
out.
This is the system that you're creating. Yeah. Have you seen what Jeremy Skinner's doing with Atomic Dojos? Is it Atomic Dojos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? So,
That's pretty cool. I like Jeremy Skinner, and I think this is a cool idea. I think I have even access to Atomic Dojo. So
What is the idea?
I don't know.
Char, you
I-
brought it up. I mean,
I know.
I think it's like a joint Patreon with like I think Mark McQueen's on there now, Taylor's on there, Jeremy's on there. I think they release like weekly techniques, and then they also have like match breakdowns, and then like if people
joint
want to
Patreon, yeah. Okay, kind of like
No,
a.
no, Patreon. It's a Telegram group.
Is it?
That's
Yeah.
So Joseph, you describe them, but if you know,
Do you know?
don't let me waffle into
I'm not-
myself into a hole.
I can
Let-
check.
let-
I
let- let-
don't. I don't know if, because I haven't checked it since Taylor, and I didn't know Mark.
yeah,
McQueen
before
was on
that
it.
he did techniques and stuff. So
So
I mean-
was this techniques like a
I mean,
Patreon wall with
I'll
like
look at the
techniques
group.
behind that?
more or
Yeah.
less,
Yeah.
more or less. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I
that's
think
Yes,
I
very good.
actually I talked to Jeremy about it. I think he does it through like he has an Excel spreadsheet. So let's see whose videos are these.
So yours is like you're gonna keep going with bespoke like strategies, or you're looking to scale this to like you said, like a larger audience with different systems.
I guess that is where the money will be made. so
Obviously, yeah. With the
if he
scales,
said
yeah.
it now, the money would be gone.
What?
If he told us how now, the money would be
Oh,
gone.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, don't. But everything will be included. Like my thing is the most important thing that a coach has to do is to make you think less. Okay, so you know what to do, you execute. You're like a machine.
Mm.
It would be perfect if you are not a complete machine, so you also think about things. But I can make it as easy as you want to, depending on the person. If a person like Jiu-Jitsu is not only for the top athletes, right? Jiu-Jitsu is mainly for people that don't even know who Gordon Ryan is. If you go in a academy that you never heard of and they are training gi in there, if you ask a couple of people, not everybody will know who Gordon Ryan is.
Yeah.
So I want to help everybody so we can elevate the sport completely. And if there's someone that is working the whole day, he will probably not think too much about Jiu-Jitsu. So I want to make it as easy as possible for him in regards of technique, tactic, everything. These people don't need strategies. These people just need direction.
Mm.
Just a good workout.
Yeah,
Just
Just
a
get
good
a
they,
sweat
workout.
on.
they want to
Good
get them
workout to
summer bod.
This is too serious.
want
Can
that
we go back to the autism
they want
ranking?
They want that summer bod, you know. They
Just
want to look like
exercise.
they want to look like Mr. Flanagan, bro.
Yeah.
One day,
Steroids.
bald,
Take
Yeah.
more steroids.
Just trend.
bald, green
Bald,
teeth.
Shout out
no
Dr. Phil,
hairline,
man.
but
I mean, that's the
the
same thing.
greatest abs.
Yeah, known to man. Maybe one day.
Joseph
Forget
Chen.
the
Do you,
trend.
know, do you know our friend Xiao Song
Joseph
in
Chen.
China?
Who?
Xiao Song.
Oh, Xiao Song. Yeah, no, I know him. He's fucking.
Wait, who?
Bro, I have a
Wait,
okay.
who?
Xiao Song.
Xiao Song. Bro, okay.
Wait, hold on.
Stop.
No,
that's
I
not
want.
announced.
No, I
Have
want
you
to understand. Again.
Anyways, no. You know, actually,
we love
now that
Xiao
you bring it
Song.
up,
Yeah.
before I even started training jiu-jitsu,
One sec, bro. If you look at the microphone, there's a dot, and you ideally want to speak like where. Yeah, okay, cool. You're
like
good.
this,
Yeah.
further away.
No, it's good. Like speak.
Just
If
right
you,
into
if you
it.
go
Like-
too far, if
emotional.
you go too far off to the spot.
You're way too emotional right now. Don't embarrass me.
Okay,
here.
so here.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Before I started training jiu-jitsu,
Do this.
Say his name again, though.
Yeah. Good.
okay. Before I started training jiu-jitsu,
You cut off the mic, then you have to say.
Just let him go. Let him go.
Release him.
Back
Release
to
him,
Xiao
guys.
Song. Anyway, yeah.
Say it again. Though.
okay. When I started training, so this was before I started training. I had an interest in jiu-jitsu.
How old were you at this point?
It's like I was like 14.
Yeah.
I think I was 13 actually. So this is before I started training. I looked up like the gym, the local gym, and there's an in-house tournament, and he was the first person I ever met in jiu-jitsu.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
What a character
and then-
to me as
Because
well.
he was like
Beautiful.
he was fairly outgoing, you know. Like I'm
Yes.
sure you guys know him.
I love
it's
Xiao
I
like-
Song.
know.
Yeah.
He's
He's
in the
very
change room.
he's a character to say the least,
Yeah.
right? I mean he's fairly well known amongst Chinese jiu-jitsu, but
Is he?
yeah, because he's such a character. I mean it's a small scene too, but because he's fucking hilarious. But
He's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
he was the first guy I ever met. He showed me a rear naked choke, and he lent me money to take the train home because I had no money.
Yeah.
I just went there, and then I ended up meeting him like when I started training, which was like maybe 6 months after that, because I kept doing school and I was busy, and then I think maybe summer, that's when I started training, and then I saw him there, and then yeah, he was a blue belt when I started, when I was a white belt, and so yeah, I mean he definitely beat the shit out of me quite a bit, but man, he's awesome. Yeah.
Fucking love Xiao Song.
Who's this guy?
Xiao
Um,
Song. Mate, you just need to meet him.
You'll meet him some
So,
point. You'll
in the
meet him.
changing room, right? Let's say we're all showering, etc. I'm butt naked. I'm facing the wall, and Xiao Song like comes over to me like, "Have you seen my glasses?" And he just like
Face the penis.
Oh
he
my
just
God, I
looks
know Xiao Song.
directly.
He did Pirates, did you know? No, did Pirates?
He did privates with Sylvia.
I
Yeah.
think he did- I think
Yeah,
he did
yeah,
some
yeah,
with
Asian
Faris as
guy.
well.
He lifted weights with you.
Yeah.
Yes, I know this guy.
Oh,
yeah,
this guy is
yeah.
the
Okay,
best.
okay.
What a
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Get back to
Yeah.
the penis story.
He has
go on.
his own.
Yeah, so bear in mind, I'm just facing the wall, cock out, and he just comes up to me, and he just looks out. Have you seen my glasses? And I was like, no, they're not here, mate. Like, that was someone else. He's just sitting there, and he's just cock out as well. And then someone just sat
What a
like
beautiful club you got.
with his head at cock level, and Chow's just like, nice to meet you, kind of thing, just like right in front of him.
Right.
Howard was
Your
not happy.
voice impression was so spot on. I knew who it was immediately.
Yeah,
Bro,
it clicked
bro,
for
I
you.
have not seen that guy in so long.
Because he's back in China now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the first weight session he did with me, I haven't met him too much at this point, and I'm with a client. My client's like, he's trying to learn Chinese. He's also a character. You've met Andrew, and so he can speak a bit of Chinese. And then I was like, okay, Xiao Song's like banging on the door, comes in 10 minutes early. I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna let him in. Like maybe Andrew will speak a bit of Chinese to him. And I let him in, and Xiao Song just bursts in. It's like, "Hey, Charles, nice to meet you. Very good." Oh, my knee like starts going off about the problems. I'm like, "I'll just be with you." Like, and this was a small room as well, like probably like just the size of this area here. And I was like, "Xiao Song, maybe like just sit down. I'll be with you in like 10 minutes. We're just gonna finish up the session." He's like, "Yeah, no worries, no worries." And then Andrew, my client, starts speaking like Mandarin to him, and Xiao Song would be like, yeah, and just like answer him in English. He's like, I don't care. Like, he'd be like, trying to like communicate with him in Chinese, and Xiao Song would just answer in English, and then just be like, mate, I don't care. And he'd just like like start interrupting the session, and be like, yeah, like Xiao Song, I want to tell you about me. I'm like, mate, just take a seat. I'll be with you in a second.
Say how he follows you around really closely.
Yeah,
That might be the best thing.
Xiao Song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, mate, I'm just just sit down for a sec. I'm just gonna get like, do you want some water or anything? Yeah. And he'd be like on my tail the whole time. Just like as I get my glass of water, as I move weights, he's just like right there. I love him, man. Shout out Xiao Song.
Yeah,
He
he has a
was
gym
champion.
now. They just renovated his gym.
He said, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, but
So
Man.
that was the
Find
gym.
my
You
glasses.
didn't start at that gym. You
I
started at a
started
different gym.
so he's in Beijing right now, but he started and got the guy who belted me from white to purple. He got his blue belt from him. I don't know where Xiao Song got his other belts from, but yeah. So he started at the same gym in Nanjing, China. But yeah, man, he definitely.
Say his name. Say his name properly, bro.
I think it's Xiao Song. Yeah. Anyway,
did actually say that
What's your
one time.
background? So you're Chinese. You're German or
German, South African.
German, South African.
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where did you live?
Yeah, I was
What's the
born Taipei.
Yeah.
There for a while, and then I moved around a fair bit. So after that, it was like Kuala Lumpur, Doha, Beijing, like Guangzhou, Shanghai, Nanjing. Now back to Shanghai, and now just really moving about. So I mean,
Why did you move around so much?
following my mom's work. She's a teacher, so I just
Okay.
switched schools a fair bit. So just followed her.
Yeah.
In regards to, I mean, that's my main background. I mean, nothing too complicated. I mean, my mom's South African German, so in terms of her parents,
Yeah.
I think her grandparents immigrated from Germany to South Africa.
Yeah.
And so I mean, in terms of by blood, she's South African, but by blood she's German. But then nationality, so she has dual citizenship as well, and so that's how I kind of relate in that. And then my father is like Taiwanese.
So you spent most of your time in Asia growing up.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
And then I started doing Jiu Jitsu in Nanjing. So that was when I was like, well, we just turned 14. That's when I started training.
Yeah.
And that was actually, this led to me not necessarily finishing my A levels, but yeah, I did school on the side for a bit. And then once COVID hit, that's when I really started taking training more seriously.
What did that look like?
COVID?
No, when you started taking training more seriously, like what did that look like?
Yeah, because it was prompted by COVID, right? Because I was lucky enough to be in a situation where I went back to Taipei for Chinese New Year. And because of SARS, Taiwan locked down their borders. So actually I couldn't, I think you could leave, but we stayed there because going back to like Nanjing would have been difficult. You'd have to quarantine and stuff like that. So we stayed there, and life within Taiwan was super normal. So I could train every day. I had no schoolwork and I had no obligations. So that kind of gave me a taste of training. And then when I went back home, that's when I was like, okay, I made the move to Shanghai. And because Shanghai had more training, like in Nanjing, like during the daytime, there was like a noon class. Sometimes no one would show up. And I had like, I'd often have like train with one guy, and that'd be my whole training session. So there wasn't really that many people that were able and willing to commit time to like serious training. Cause like I really wanted to like compete and so on. And so I moved to Shanghai, and that's where a lot of like quite good people train, and because they had like day training and stuff like that. And then eventually that just slowly built up.
Yeah. So you just start increasing the volume that you're training and the intensity that you're training at, because you see more people.
Yeah, just definitely volume. I mean, intensity does. I think when I was a white belt, I probably trained more intensely than I do now. But yeah, no, like.
Did you have to stop over COVID at any point?
No.
Xiao Song was telling me that he used to just put the shutters down and train with people, and then when the police came, he'd just say he's playing video games, and they believed him.
I mean, would you know?
I don't know. It seems like a jiu-jitsu gym. It seems a bit weird to just say I'm playing video games, but
Yeah, I
I
mean,
play jiu-jitsu. I play video games in the jiu-jitsu gym.
yeah, what in Apex?
Apex.
Well, they have a
I have
game.
my
store.
PS5
He's in his
there,
stories. He's always playing like Warzone and that.
What, behind the desk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
Got
know
my
that.
PS5 set up there, bro.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fair
bro.
play.
Warzone Mafia right there, bro.
Never miss
Have
a
you got
Bro,
good connection though? You
Bro,
got
the
PID.
jet- the Wi-Fi is crazy.
Look how excited
That's
he
that's the main thing though, isn't it? When you play these games, if you have shit Wi-Fi,
Bro,
you're
my
just
ping's
losing.
Like 20, my ping's like 25, consistent.
You're just losing if you
Sometimes
have
it's
bad.
Nah, bro, got good ping.
Yeah, that's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Good FPS, like a bro, go for it, bro.
I'd love to blame internet for losing.
I used to as well. Because I used to live on top of a pub. I used to play on pub Wi-Fi.
Bro, that'd
So
be
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, so I was
Oh,
on like
I'd be
nice.
so
Like, it's
angry.
Oh,
big.
bro, the amount of
I'd be
controllers, the
raging.
amount of controllers broken is crazy. Just you're launching them at the wall. Just
If you don't break the controller, did you really care?
Nah, no
No
way.
really
Chuck
care
it on
enough.
TV as well.
Yeah.
No way.
Controller and TV.
Wow. Is
Fuck.
that you? I can absolutely imagine you fucking decking the missus when you lose.
Yeah, obviously.
V8, come in here right now.
Take it being fucking good.
Are
When I
you
was at
fucking
school,
uploading
they
something
like-
again?
So the school I went to, they gave us laptops, right? And the amount of fists, I think I broke like 7 laptop screens.
To be fair, the
For a
word
semester,
downloading.
Just because like
Gaming.
What'd you
yeah.
play?
Okay.
Ninja.
RuneScape.
Ninja?
Maybe you wouldn't have heard of it. It's like
Ninja.
Have you heard of Ninja?
No.
How old are you?
30.
30. You're same age as me. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like this stick figure, and like you've got a
Oh,
Is
I
it like
think
the one of those like flash games?
flash games exactly.
Okay.
you got angry at that.
Yeah,
that's what
Really?
you like.
Yeah, you got problems, bro.
I had problems. Yeah. Bad ADHD.
It's not even an online game, right?
It's an online game, but you can download the game, and then you've got like, access to all the levels and that. Yeah,
And but you play
Oh, I
against other
didn't know
people, or you
that.
just
No,
play against the level?
just play against the level.
You're still playing?
Obviously, yeah.
I'd probably get more annoyed if I lost to an AI than another person, to be fair. How you
Really?
yeah,
No,
how
because
am I
other
using an
people,
AI?
it's like personal, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm playing with an AI. You can be like, it's a fucking computer. It's
Yeah,
like
you just
you
go
don't
again.
expect to beat the fucking engine at chess.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a
I
computer.
do. What do you
can
mean?
fix that.
100% I do.
If it's a person, bro, I'll be pissed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I can hear the person, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's the
if I
problem
died
with
someone in
it.
Do you get pissed
Warzone,
up?
I
Yeah.
can hear the little. Bro, I get so angry.
Little
The thing-
15-year-olds.
Yeah, bro, that's the worst, bro.
Yeah,
I
because
used-
they're just playing all the time.
Yeah, I jump into a
How you compete
multiplayer
with
game. I just have this little 12-year-old just chewing my ear off. I'm like, bro, sharp, little neek.
And the thing is, if you threaten them in real life, they'll be like, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
come- yeah.
You're losing.
They'll
You're
threaten
hard,
you
losing
too.
straight.
You're on, man.
Damn.
To be fair, the worst thing actually used to be downloading. I remember you said that, bro. Downloading things used to be horror. I remember Warzone or like Call of Duty would have an update. It's like 100 gigs. Bro, it'd take
Yeah,
like
on
2
pub
days.
Wi-Fi, that was easy to
Yeah,
do.
bro, it took me like
It
2
is.
days to download. I just have to sit my PS4 in rest mode. And I used to have PS4 as well. Sound like a fucking airplane just about to take off. Just, I'm like, yeah, this is long, man.
Yeah.
This is long.
Let's bring it back to China. Like when you're.
Say it,
Perfect
mate.
cutoff.
Let's bring it back to
Go
China.
back.
Smooth
Um,
segue.
When did you start watching Instructionals? When did you start like being like, okay, I fucking love jiu-jitsu. I want to get really good at this.
All basically during COVID. So
Yeah.
COVID really prompted that, just because I'd have to do school for like 3 months.
Okay,
And so I
nice.
kind of got like a whiff of what it would be like to like be a professional to some degree, like full time is a better word, I think. But
Did you feel like you were pretty good, like just training like before COVID?
I mean, at the time I was an orange belt, so I mean, I was pretty good for an orange belt. I mean, I was similar size to what I am now, and I was able to like give some black belts some competitive rounds, like old black belts to be fair, and like some color belts. So I was like, okay, but it definitely wasn't like a super competitive level. You know, it's like it's still a very small scene at that point where it's like Nanjing and Taipei. I didn't really have. I think who was the first? I didn't really train with anyone like internationally recognized until like 2021, like mid 2021.
Yeah.
Because before that, I was mostly just in China.
Yeah, and you felt like, yeah, my level's pretty good here, just from China.
Yeah, I felt like it was like a
Oh,
natural
wow.
progression because you kind of
Don't remember.
reach the ceiling there. You have to find a
Sick.
new place,
What's
right?
that?
And I feel like that's been like the whole process of my journey. Even starting within China, I moved from Nanjing to Shanghai just to train, just because I knew the training there was better. I traveled there before and trained, and just that's why I think I moved so much.
Was it just instructionals the whole time? Like you didn't have a coach at any point that was just.
No, I'm my
Drilling.
coach, but like my coach Guillaume Leclerc, he's actually under this guy named Rob Bernacchi. If you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but yeah, he's quite good. I think it was a good like base for me to really practice training. But he was busy. He was like running the academy. He had to teach classes. You know, it wasn't like a coach in the way where it's like a lot of one-on-one attention.
Like, he let you do what you wanted basically, which
Exactly.
is perfect. Yeah, that's
And
the
this
goal.
I think
Yeah.
like he was super good in like during class, especially when I got like to a decent level.
Yeah.
He's like, if you whatever you need to drill, you can drill. Just don't be disruptive to the class and so on
Yeah.
and so on. And
Yeah,
that was
that's
terrific.
good. That's what you want basically. Just
Yeah.
like a sandbox for you to work and crush the hobbyists.
Yeah, and he was great as well, like because he was also very very knowledgeable. But I could bounce ideas and techniques off of him and stuff like that. And it was
Yeah.
great. But
And give you confirmation or whatnot. And yeah, you just get instructionals, basically try it on the people in the gym. And
bro, no one in China pays for instructional, so it was great.
I know Billy.
Billy,
Fucking
Billy,
Billy.
and like I was at Baidu, the Baidu Cloud, bro. This was
I haven't even heard of
game-changing.
that. It just
What
sounds.
were
It
your
sounds
favorite
amazing.
instructionals?
at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say what my favorite instructionals were like looking back now, but I mean, this was when Enter the System was coming out, right? So I was trying to go through those. Let me think. I did Triangle Enter the System first because I basically only played guard, and then it slowly progressed from there. I went through all of them, and then yeah.
What's
You
your way?
watched all the Enter the Systems.
Yeah.
Fair play,
I
That
mean,
is
way back. I mean, there weren't that
painstaking.
many
You didn't?
instructionals back then.
brother.
You didn't?
The +10, like 10-second forward skip thing,
Okay,
that
no.
got completely abused in all of the
You got to do
John
2 times
instructionals.
speed. 2 times speed. Don't skip
I
because you
didn't
skip
think it-
stuff.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Like I'd see if I didn't see movement, like literally, if I didn't see him move, I would just keep skipping until I see movement.
No, but I really think the 2 times speed is the best thing.
Yeah,
Because if you can put it on 2 times, it like
is that feature on the pirate
Danaher is-
website?
But to be fair, you put all your voice notes in like ×3 and you still understand a lot of it. Sometimes.
okay, but Danaher 2 times speed is perfect.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
it's
pretty
true,
good
it's true.
actually.
Just because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like a little bit monotoned and it's a little bit like slow, and so when you put on 2 times speed, it's fucking great.
Yeah,
Mm.
that
But-
must be fucking good actually. Yeah, the +10 second. The
No,
+10
plus 10
second.
seconds, you're skipping something. He could be saying something sick.
Do you
but
think
then-
he'll throw them in random times though, like that, or will he give an example generally when he gives a specifically useful piece of info?
I don't think you'd have to worry too much because honestly, he'd probably repeat the useful. You know, when
That's
he's
what I'm
like,
saying. Yeah, yeah.
This is so important. I'm gonna say it twice.
Yeah.
More than twice though. There
He'll
have
say-
been
he'll say it
periods
a
of like
lot.
exact repetition for like 5 to 10 minutes,
Yeah, I
and I'm
mean,
just like,
It's the
that
first
is just
way, brother.
violating.
That's
To listen
just
to that.
violating.
but I mean, back to the question where it's like favorite instructionals. Like back then, it was like these were what I watched. I didn't really. I mean, I watched a bunch of crazy instructionals, but then I basically after ADCC 2019, I was like, okay, who's the best grappler? I was like Gordon. So I'm just gonna watch all the stuff associated with him. So Danaher and Gordon. And so this is basically all my early instructionals are from them. So like instructionals that I really liked was I think underrated ones are like Danaher's half guard passing and dynamic pinning for go further faster. This was super sick for my passing. I mean, this was even now like there are a lot of those themes in my game like heavily. Gordon's seated guard, thought that was sick. I mean, this heavily influenced my style of play. Like a lot of my butterfly guard, I like pinch headlock, and all of this was basically from watching that instructional. And then like there are a lot of other like Danaher ones that I really like, but it really depends on what area of focus you want. But
Do you have like? Yeah.
I was gonna say Bosch. It's good. The only other person I've watched is Lachlan. You watch any Lachlan?
not too
Giles.
much. I mean,
Yeah,
I watched
Mr. Giles.
I
him
watched
up in
his 50-50 one after ADCC, but
Okay.
other than that one, I haven't. I watched some of his what's it called? Front headlock one, his half guard one. Before he was
his
known
cat
as a
and dog
leg
ones.
locker.
His
Yeah.
cat and dog one's pretty good. Actually.
It was like his
He
half
was
guard
because
passing.
he won got third in the absolute.
Yeah, this was before it was like he was
before
still
him.
big on fanatics, or like his half guard anthology, right? And
Mm.
then that's what he was known for. And then he won the absolute. Then he was like a leg locker and super flexible.
Yeah.
I think something Lachlan does super well is like
Body lock.
his game is the body lock one was
Fucking
also quite good.
Yeah.
But it's like he's fairly knowledgeable in all these different areas. I feel like his game has shifted so much.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously after ADCC it was like K guard and stuff like this and backside 50-50. But before that, I knew him for body locking and half guard.
Mm.
So it's like it's quite interesting.
Do you have like an approach when you watch an instructional, or you watch like informative videos? have to break it down
Generally
a
2
certain-
times speed, and
Yep.
then I don't really write down notes. I did at the beginning actually, but I moved to just screen recordings. So if any important part, I'll screen
Yes.
record it so I can kind of it'll be like 1 or 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Even like it can be 15 seconds long.
Just
But
more
just so
digestible.
it's so easy to access,
Mm.
as opposed to having to scrub through a whole instructional again. I much rather just have those
Little
quick
recordings.
little.
Would
Yeah.
you watch until you see a move that you want to try, or like a segment, and then you go, or would you just watch the whole thing and then have all the segments and then go through them?
I kind of watch till I think it's enough. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
you'll be like, okay, I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this, and then oh shit, okay, this is cool, and then you feel like you can
Yeah.
keep like then you're like maybe you're tired or whatever.
Mm.
But if it's like oh shit, I can keep watching this, I'll generally keep watching.
Yeah.
till I
Okay.
feel like,
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
it's a matter of how much you can focus on this, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
it's like
that-
okay, I can't really, I'm not getting much from this right now. Probably not gonna
That's
do
it.
for
it's
that long.
enough. Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
leave it. Come
Fair
back to it
enough.
later.
Yeah, but then the screen recordings help because then if it's something like super valuable, I don't have to go through the whole instructional again, and so.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I can just pull that up while I'm drilling or about to practice. I can have this fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
Do you do much drilling?
I like drilling a lot actually.
Okay. Fair play.
I think now I'm not drilling so much because it's right
Yeah.
before comp. But
Yeah.
usually, like so back home, the training sessions we usually have like in Shanghai, it'll start at like 8, 9, or 10, something one of those,
Mm.
depending on who's available. And then it'll go till like 2 or 3, and like the first.
Jesus.
But it's not intense. So there's a class at 12 or 12:30. So I'll try to arrive like let's say average it's 9, and then I'll try to drill and do my own stuff for all from 9 to 12. And
3
so
hours of drilling.
It's not just drilling. It's not like okay. I have a whole shtick about drilling that I can talk about, but
Let's hear
Like
it.
measured resistance, basically.
well,
Like not too much resisting, or you drill on white belts kind of thing.
it's not. I'm not opposed to rolling in this first period. Like we can
Yeah.
roll, but it's really kind of sandboxing it, right?
Yeah.
For everyone. So there's like a huge group of people now. Like most of the guys who train, like fairly full time, they'll come to this. But okay, at least what I think of drilling is that you should drill like with no resistance if you can't perform the move.
Yeah.
So if you just can't do it, then you can drill it with like super cooperative partner and so on and so on. But the moment your body can perform the move, then I think that you should either like drill with mild amounts of resistance or drill with dialogue, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. What are you guys gonna do? What do you think you can do from here? How does this feel?
Yeah.
Does this feel better? Does this feel better? What do you
Yeah.
what do you think are some options for you? What do you some things that you think I can do better?
Mostly talking rather than actually moving
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
I don't
probably.
like drilling for reps.
Yeah.
generally.
Okay.
Like,
Agreed.
I would avoid this. Like,
Yeah. It's just.
And the thing is, if you have a good partner, like if both of you have a good knowledge in these positions that you practice, you can actually come up with pretty cool stuff in a short
Yeah.
amount of time. Like in the beginning of our camp in Thailand, I think we drilled 2 times, like each time 1 or 2 hours, I don't know. And both times we came up with stuff that, yeah, I would probably need to drill with someone else for 2 months to come up with stuff like this. So
Yeah.
this is also pretty enjoyable. And I think this makes the drilling way easier. I believe Joseph and I could probably drill the whole day and
Yeah.
be very happy about it, even if we don't spar.
Let's say you were to teach a class. Would you set drills? Because I still set drills, and I feel like, but I just make the drills hard enough that maybe some people will get them pretty fast, and then some people will just never get them by the time we move on to the next drill. And like, is that correct? Should you just be like, all right, play around with this, or should you just get people to complete the move perfectly before you move on?
Depends what your goal is.
Hell
Make
yeah.
I
them
definitely
really good
think
at
you can't
jiu-jitsu.
do it perfectly though. Like you're like, oh, this is. I mean, I think if you set a drill, it should be clear what the purpose of this is. It's like,
Yeah,
because it's not just okay, you want to do this perfectly, step by step by step. It's like, why am I doing these things? Why are these things important? And as long
Yeah.
as they hit the notes that are important, I think
yeah,
it's fine. Because some people, they're like, I'll say, okay, I'm gonna put my foot here, do my hand here, and I'm doing this. But this is to illustrate underlying idea. It's like, okay, when I'm defending the back, I want to put weight into them so that they don't have a great ability to pummel their legs because they're in like a kind of like an intermediate position where their abs are
yeah,
tense. But that's the main goal. So long as you're accomplishing that, I don't care how you do it.
yeah,
There are the ways that can be better based on like attributes, right? Let's say you're less flexible, more flexible, so on and so on.
yeah,
That can be changed, but I think the most important part is like, okay, what are the notes that are important to hit here?
yeah,
And the same with like specific techniques, right? I think as long as there should be some flexibility, because I think it's so hard to say, okay, this is absolutely the only way to do this. If you don't do this, this is fucking wrong. It's like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
Okay,
difficult
yeah,
to say
agreed.
that.
Yeah. So as long as they have the right idea, they can have little variations, and it's fine.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like depending on the technique, I think you can encourage like thought. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you can think about what are some options that you would tend to favor from here and how you can play around from this position.
Would you say that obfuscates the problem when you have too many options for people that are inexperienced or training 1 to 3 times a week?
What does obfuscates mean?
Like confuses it with other problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big words.
because you're
I have
not
no idea.
showing, you don't have to show them everything. Like if it's someone like new, I'll show like 1 or 2 options and
Yeah.
I'll try to explain the rationale. Okay, why would I do this? Why would I do this?
Yeah.
And then if it's someone's more advanced and they have other options, they can incorporate that. But if you're
Yeah.
someone new, you still present it in a way where there's information that is very digestible,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
right? So,
Cool.
and then like some people ask questions. He's like, "What about this?" And then you can build off of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't always have to show every possible option from. No one
Yeah.
does this.
I think if you do it right, people will understand it regardless if they come 1 time or 20 times in a week. So let's
Yeah.
say, for example, I teach in the BJJ Academy in Berlin. That's where I basically train, teach. Good gym. Go there if you can, Berlin. And
Plugs.
Shameless.
Shout
like
out.
I have people that come in once a week. I have people that come in every day.
Yeah.
But I have a message in every week. And I think everybody will get the message differently. But even if you only get a piece of the message, it can help you immensely. So I
Yeah.
would like to quote Zadulaev. He is the greatest freestyle wrestler of our time. And he pretty much said, the job of a coach is just to show the options. But your job as an athlete is to understand which options are good for you. That means I can obviously show you all the stuff. I can have a vision about your game.
Yeah.
But in the end, your personality will determine your way in jiu-jitsu. So my job is just to show you all the different techniques, stuff, and you in the end will pick up what is the best for you. I could also tell you, okay, listen, I think it's pretty good if you have this footlock, even if you can't do it for 5 months. Like, I would encourage you to do it if I think it's something very, very important. But this
Yeah.
is a rare thing. And yeah, like Joseph said, I do the same. And I think, we both pretty much do the same. We are not teaching moves. The moves are just helping you to understand what we want to get to. For example, if you want to pass a guard with a tripod, okay? If you don't understand how to distribute your weight from the shoulder line to the hip line to the foot line, you will never tripod pass. So if you understand what we teach you and if we do it properly, maybe you can complete a tripod pass, but maybe you can do a body lock pass out of it, a knee cut pass, because you understand one or even all three
Yeah.
things that I talked about with the shoulder line, hip line, foot line. And
Yeah.
that's how new stuff come up. And
Yeah.
then I will steal it from you and then we move
Yeah.
on with everything.
Big-
Science, baby.
Give
I-
details basically, and they'll get the context of it
It's-
and fit it in wherever they want.
I think the most important is like, why am I doing this? Why am I
Yeah.
going for the tripod? It's not just like, oh, I like the aesthetics of a tripod. It's like,
Yeah.
what function is this serving, right?
It looks cool, bro.
Aesthetics of a
It's
tripod.
like-
Mad, I hit that tripod.
It's like maybe you can make the argument, okay, I want to do a backflip pass, okay, aesthetically
Yeah.
pleasing.
Yeah.
But
Andy
like,
Frere, yeah.
it's like exactly right. But why am I doing this? So like we talked about this today. It's like, why am I tripoding up? And then that's the main problem in hand. It's
Yeah.
not okay. Where do I do? Not the specifics. I think the specifics can be, you can come to that later. But it's like, if it's 2 butterfly hooks, then they can move me to either side. If it's one, I can move over the butterfly hook, right?
Yeah.
And so that's really trying to understand that and communicate that, I think, is the most important part.
Yeah. Tough to get.
happy?
Yeah.
You happy? Happy with that?
Yeah.
You happy with that? Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Fuck
I'll
it.
go now then. I've got what I wanted.
Is this similar to the ecological approach?
I mean,
Is that
I think we both don't know what it is to this point, like completely, right?
ecological approach, isn't it like you create an environment for certain skills to be used or come out?
That sounds cool.
Isn't this the
Grey
game
zone training.
Okay,
yes?
Where
Rob
it's not
Bernanke did
quite-
basically the same thing, but like years ago. You know, ecological approach, I think, is just like a fancy name.
Yeah.
I think there's more nuance. Like, if you just think of like ecological approaches, specific rounds, he's like, okay, we're gonna start from mount, and whatever happens, happens. Then it's like, it's a misrepresentation. But these are things that people have been doing for so long, where it's like you have an idea of what you want in mind, and you try to create an environment in which this can come out more easily. So like, let's say, and I think like these type of like rounds, I won't necessarily say like it's the ecological approach, because I'm not familiar with the science and stuff, but like what Bernanke did before, he called it like fuck your jiu-jitsu, where it's like he was actually inspired by Ryan Hall, who would basically like approach someone's jiu-jitsu and be like, oh, just fuck this guy, like as in disrespect their jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Or it's like, for example, a classical like fuck your jiu-jitsu example is so you're playing on top, other person's on bottom, and you just let them entangle into whatever they want, and the goal as a top person is not even to escape, it's just to get as deep as you can but have nothing done to you. And so you kind of disrespect their jiu-jitsu, right? You just stay, and it's like, okay,
Just don't get
Pretty much the
submitted.
same that we do, but
yeah. So and then it's just important to have a goal in mind when designing these rounds, right? And so like, for example, like yesterday, the class I taught, there was certain goals in mind with whichever round we were doing. And something I think is super underrated that I really like to do when I teach is they'll do the specific round, but then there's also a discussion period, because I think this is a good habit to get in.
This was good actually.
During the middle of the class.
Yeah, he would.
So
do, like,
at the end of the
one
class,
different,
right,
yeah.
you have the specific rounds. So
I want to hear your
Let's
take
say-
on this as well. Yeah.
It was good.
yeah, where it's like you go 3 minutes, you go 3 minutes, and then after that I'll do 3 minutes of them being able to discuss the round. So the prompt I usually give is like talk to your partner, what went well, what didn't, what were some problems and possible solutions. Just so then you can kind of get that discussion going. And because especially when things are fresh in your mind, it's much easier to like talk it through. And it's the best person to talk about it with is the person you just had the round with. Because then it's like you can kind of see it from 2 different perspectives. Because maybe my impression of something that happened in the round is different from the way you saw it. Because it might not be reflective of the truth. So then you have the person who did it to you. Then you can ask them, oh, what did you do there? I didn't really understand what that was, and so on and so on. And then so using all these things in conjunction, I think like having intention with the rounds you pick and why you're doing the round, but then also having that time to discuss, I think is super important.
That's mad.
Yeah, because to be fair, when I was watching, because it's also like after you do a round like this, it's so easy to forget what happened during the training, you know. So I feel like that discussion period does help you keep it fresh in your mind. But the amount of times I just forget what
Charles
happened.
has no idea what's happened over the last 2 years. Just not a clue.
But I'm trying to get better. I've changed.
Nah, I've changed now.
I've
You're a
changed.
changed man
Changed
now.
since
Charles.
last week.
Yeah, because I definitely
1 week going strong. Get a badge.
Yeah. Go.
Because I definitely improved a lot when I was training with Joseph, right? Because he'd be like, after rounds or after specifics, immediately just talking about what I was doing wrong and what he was doing right, or what he thought I could be doing better. Like immediately talking about it straight after the round, and you can do that multiple times during a training. I feel like you learn more than rather like doing an hour in training. At the very end of the hour, you go, damn, you have to remember the last hour of jiu-jitsu you just did. When it's like, bro, I can barely remember the last 5 minutes I just did. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
especially when a lot of the stuff I do myself is a lot of like dynamic stuff where it's like I'm not really thinking a lot of the time, you know.
You
It's
move a
like,
lot.
yeah, it's a lot of natural movement, and like I have an intention, but every single step of the way is like I'm not thinking about that. Like there's loads of times where I pass people's guard and I go, how'd you pass me? I'm like, bro, I have no idea. I'm just inside control.
Just see it now.
Just here now.
I just see red
I
and
just-
wake up.
I just see red, man. I'm just here. I'm just on your back somehow, yeah. Like, so I think, yeah, definitely those discussion periods. Because because Joseph was the first person I saw do this, right? When I first went to B team, and yeah, it definitely made a difference, helped improve them for sure. And I think it just helps like people understand, even like worse people understand their own jiu-jitsu as well, you know, like just getting to
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
Let's say you do it with a white belt. What do you benefit from that post-chat discussion?
Me or the white belt.
Well, as in, you can tell what they
Yeah.
did wrong,
Me sitting there, I get to let the watch talk for 3
Well,
minutes,
no,
kill the time.
But this is something
Okay.
I think it's most necessary with someone who's much worse than you, because I think a lot of the difficulty when trying to bridge that gap is there's a knowledge gap, right? So like,
Yeah.
let's say I roll with a white belt. They have no clue what the fuck is going on. So this discussion period is meant to enlighten them and make what's very
Yeah.
clear to us clear to them.
But for you,
For me, because then they're gonna get better. They're gonna be able to. I'll tell them exactly what I did.
we don't care about that.
But no, this is
No.
investing. This is literally what you've done at lunch
bro,
earlier.
when-
This is an investment.
When they're getting
Yeah.
better, you will get better too.
See?
Yeah. So all right,
So
if
it's
it's
a selfish
someone
thing.
And I'll just tell
I
them. I'm
believe that will.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Sharp.
This is
Give
what
you-
I'm gonna do.
If I
Give
was-
you a little bit of that.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing. This is how I think you can counter it, and then
Yeah.
you can even walk through that. It's like
Yeah,
immediate.
yeah.
There's no immediate like okay benefit to me. It's like, but
Yeah.
long term, this is
Yeah,
a
you
great
want
habit
to. If you
to
just
be.
keep someone with the same move, you may as well teach them the defense because it's like this is getting ridiculous
But
Yeah,
now.
because I mean, like for me, like training, it's not the fun thing I get about it. It's not just murking people. If it was just murking people, it'd be like
Yeah.
super boring.
It's pretty
It's
fun.
murking people that give good reactions. I think that is
I think
more
it's
fun.
like dealing with resistance is the most fun, right?
Murking.
Or it's like I like
I
Murking.
to.
haven't heard murking in so long.
What tune?
Bossy bop, no.
Nah, bro, you don't think murking someone is the most enjoyable part of jiu-jitsu?
I like murking someone who I think is super good. But
Yeah,
that's-
exactly.
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
what I'm
but
talking
then
about.
you murk them once. What if you murk them 10 times?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not
then I'm
fun.
gassed.
And
No,
think
I'll
about
be so bored.
and
I
think-
like.
Yeah, but then they're not good anymore.
You must have hated our round, bro.
but think about this.
You must have hated that.
Even if you think there are no fast benefits out of this for you, if
Yeah.
you talk to a white belt, there are people that Jozef trains with where he has difficulties to tripod pass them, and they are not as good as you think.
Hmm.
But if he goes against someone that is a world champion that never felt this before, like Tommy
Yeah.
Langecker, for example, he's way better than people he trains with in China. Like not
Yeah.
all of them, but most of them. And he couldn't react to it. So if you talk to someone, even if he's a white belt, talk to him 3-4 times, and it will be already more difficult than sometimes
Yeah.
against the best people, right?
Yeah. Straight away it can be more difficult. Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, but in terms of I guess then you get better rounds with them in the future. Yeah,
Investing.
Yeah, young
Key.
Stefano, bro, you need to get him.
I
the-
tell him so
the-
much.
Yeah, he just doesn't listen.
I tell him he's
No,
just.
sometimes you're like, come on, you fucking little
Just,
hippo.
come on, he
Little
just
hippo, come
as
see
soon
the
as,
hippo.
as soon as the chips are down, he's out. He just
he
gives
goes
up.
out, man.
Puts the blinders on, and that is it.
What
He
about
just,
Ozbek?
he
You've been
just
with
waits
him
to
for time.
reset.
Even with him for time, he hasn't improved at all.
Ozbek he's uncoachable. He's uncoachable. I didn't say that. Charles, you should see him doing plyos.
On the-
It looks like a
In,
skinny chick shaking ass.
in the weight room, man, it's a joke.
In the weights room, in any room.
Man.
I've never seen it, bro. He's good, but he hasn't gone. His game hasn't changed in the 2 years I met. When I met you guys, I met you just after lockdown. He was the exact same as jiu-jitsu as he is now. Like,
He's
nothing
gonna
has
love
changed.
hearing
He
this.
packs
He's
the
gonna-
saddle. He just shoot at those people. He plays
He,
no
need,
ball.
he
Can
needs to hear
crusher.
this too.
Oh, the can crusher.
Can
true.
crusher
This
extraordinaire.
is the motivation you need, Christian, bro. Get better.
He hears it
Get
every week,
good.
mate.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just no point.
Yeah, it's just dumb for you, brother.
He
No.
needs to hear this. Wow.
But his leg lock defense is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, the leg lock defense is good. It's a full body toe point.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I say.
yeah.
He toe points from the top of his head right to the tip of his toe. And
Same
that
way he
is his
walks. Watch him walk.
defense.
No heel contact on the floor.
He waddles
But
on his toes like a
yeah.
stripper. Like I said,
You walk like a stripper.
he even squats like one.
Like pliers, man. His pliers are awful.
His pliers
pliers
are-
are
we should get like
him
the
a
Bollywood
pole, it'd be
jingly
good.
things. Wrap them up on him.
Fucking hell.
I would love that.
Do you strength train, Joe?
I only started recently, but
Yeah.
not very. Like it's been a week, but
Really recently.
yeah. So I mean, I've done it on and off. Like, I mean, I think the longest I've done is like 2 weeks.
All
But-
Joseph ever does is just traps, bro.
Bro,
Just
Are you
traps.
looking
I got a question
program.
about that actually. Just like to ask, what's Joseph's trap routine like?
bro,
Yeah.
you should see my sister. She can also flex her traps like me. It's like I think it's genetic.
Yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
you carry stuff in China? Did you wake up doing shrugs?
No, I don't know. Like
Just
I
too
just
much.
felt like
don't know.
I can fling my traps forward. You know, it's like because I think I saw like like
Brock
Khabib
Lesnar.
and stuff like this doing this, and so I think we kind of just made it like a funny thing where it's like, okay, we gotta get a thick neck. And then, like, okay,
Is that from tripod passing?
Yeah.
Bro,
thick
maybe.
neck.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
What does your strength?
Hopefully.
Training, what does your strength training look like?
Now,
You make it up or?
Definitely something.
no. So I got a guy who's helping me. But, a lot of it's like to like make sure I don't get injured, because this is something I've noticed, like especially when the intensity of training is getting higher. It's like the risk of injury is there. And because in the past, like, I'm fairly flexible, and like I'm not super weak, so I never felt the need to do this. But then, especially with longevity in mind, this is something I'm trying to do. So it's like something I used to do. Like I liked the knees over toes stuff a while back, but this was like super long ago. But now, I don't even know what he just sends it to me on an app, and I just do it.
Yeah.
But I don't have a great understanding of stuff in this regard. Like I think the only strength stuff I've done is like in Austin with JB and them.
Okay,
I'll just do whatever he does.
Mm.
And then in the past, like, I just follow whatever my
You
friends
are pretty
do.
weak, brother. My arms are bigger
I can
than
do
yours.
a Nordic curl. I can
My
do
arms
multiple.
are bigger than yours, bro.
Okay.
Just because you
You're
have
77.
big arms doesn't
Bro,
mean you're
nice.
strong.
Bro, I'm a 66. I got bigger arms than you, bro.
Okay. I mean,
Poor Kent has got pretty big arms, actually.
Kent's
Kent
arms
is,
are
He's
huge.
not-
He doesn't lift.
He's not working out. You
Kent
know
is
this,
pretty
right?
jacked.
Bro, he doesn't do shit. You know, like, anyways, but yeah.
He's not working out.
Ta-
He's just
I
huge.
don't know if we answered your
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
No, you answered perfectly. Yeah. Did you what does your routine look like right now? Do you remember? Do you
What did I
deadlifts? Do
do?
you squats? How many times a week do you How many times a week do you lift weights?
I think it's 3 times a week.
Nice.
No, obviously this week I'm not doing anything because
Yeah.
I'm for
competition.
Polaris. But 3 times a week, and what were we doing? I think it was pretty simple. I've only done it for 1 week, so
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't
You
really.
just lift. You go to the gym and lift some weights.
yeah, I'm not.
Turkish get-ups, fireman walk, or what's the
What's it called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
stuff like this?
Farmers
Row?
walk.
Farmers walk, yeah,
Farmers walk,
yeah,
something like
walk,
this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what else did I do? I
Split
did
squats.
some pull-ups.
Did you
Split
use
squats.
split
Them
Squats.
Bulgarians, bro.
Bulgarians.
Love those.
What's your Bulgarian at right now, man?
Bro, I don't know.
What's it at?
I mean,
Go
right,
on, show us one right now.
I can't Bulgarian right
Show
now.
us one right now.
Apart from that, what
They're actually not bad.
what is
they're-
it? What's the weight?
I think they're back to like 22.5 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they dipped off. They dipped off for a while, but they're back now. To be
You
fair,
need to get them back in, bro.
I do them a lot now.
Good.
They are Satan spawn, but they do help for sure.
Chasing that 30 kgs.
I hate to admit it, but listen, Bulgarians are good for you.
You need
They
that.
they suck. They do suck.
You chase those 30 kgs.
Yeah,
down,
I'm
man.
trying actually.
You
Yeah,
need
that'd be nice. To be fair, my rows are still my most elite.
You're on the 50s yet?
Yeah.
You are on the 50s?
Yeah. But not for a lot.
50
I
kg?
usually- yeah, I usually just do 40, but for more reps.
Okay.
But I've tried the 50. I did do the 50 once with Elliot. I felt pretty
Fair play.
How many
excited.
reps?
The 50, just for 2. But
Only
and
2?
2 reps.
Yeah.
Alright,
That
come
counts,
on.
bro.
Get back in Trent City, man.
counts,
We'll take
bro.
that. We'll put that
it
right at
touched
12.
my hip, bro. The 50 came to the hip and went straight back down, bro.
We'll get that
Twice.
up to 12.
Twice, 2 times,
But not more.
Mm.
not more.
Do you lift, Dima?
I can do the 40s.
Not right now. Actually, I was a natural powerlifter before I did jiu-jitsu.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice.
I won a national title in Germany.
What was your squat, bench, and dead?
Oh, I was weak for a powerlifter. Bench was 150 kilograms. Squat
150?
Yeah, squat was 200 and deadlift 250. So
Fair play.
deadlift
Pretty
was,
good.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
To be fair.
But
How old were you there?
how old?
I think I've
Yeah.
seen the video of you deadlifting actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was around 19.
Damn.
Nice.
Jesus.
And then when I started jiu-jitsu, my plan was to get as weak as possible so I can get good technique. So I stopped lifting for real. So I stopped lifting completely,
Big brain.
and my plan was to start
Big
lifting
brain.
again when I'm purple brown
Michael
belt.
Peach take notes.
But
Are
yeah,
you back lifting now?
no, never start. So my plan's actually to start lifting again because I just want to get strong again. I
for the health.
don't want to
Good
have
for
the best.
health,
Like,
Chief.
yeah, my technique is good enough so I can
Yeah.
lift right now. I would say.
Really? Is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we're skipping the gun a little bit, brother.
Okay, you're not eating anything today, and you, my friend, we do a leg lock round in a second.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'll give you
Okay.
my left leg.
Yeah, so after my hernia surgery, I probably will do one after ADCC trials. I will start lifting again.
Yeah.
I mean, worlds.
Did I say trials? Yeah, was.
ADCC Worlds.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun, man.
Wilds.
That's a good thing to correct people now when they say, "Are you looking forward to trials?" I want trials, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ADCC, bro. It's okay.
Just don't want to do the long flight. Although I have my game console
I
now.
don't want to do
Oh, you got the Steam Deck,
I
right?
have the
Bro,
Steam
I was
Deck.
this close to buying it.
Get it, bro.
Bro, you should
Get
get that.
it.
Big
I
flights.
It changed your life.
I'm getting
I think it'll fuck my life up, bro. I'll die. Like, I don't know.
Do you get obsessed? Do you get obsessive with this?
Yeah. It'll be like 2 months of me only playing video games.
What games you gonna hit?
I was gonna go get Forza Horizon because this is like
A racing game.
Yeah, bro. How the fuck?
What do you play?
I've only got one game right now. It's The Witcher 3.
And you're gonna get up to that
Just to
racing?
get
Yeah,
like
but
Bro,
a
okay,
racing
random
game, come
game.
on, that's just like, they're
Alright,
all
but-
the same.
Okay,
what
no,
do you do?
bro. Come
They're
on.
all the same.
Okay.
Come on.
bro.
Because it's like it's not a simulator, so there's a lot of fun to it. Like it's like open world. It's like you play GTA, right?
Yeah.
All the fun I had in GTA was buying and driving cars or vehicles like planes and whatever.
What
I
about
didn't
fist
give
killing
a fuck.
people?
I didn't care.
What about getting the
What about-
5-star rating and staying
Bro,
alive as long as
sniping
Really,
possible?
people
I
from
literally
tall
didn't
buildings
care.
is the best.
I was the least
What about the
confrontation.
strip club? Come on.
Young Wesley goes to the strip club.
He was just driving to the
Just
strip
wanking in the middle of Apex.
GTA 5,
characters,
bro. GTA 5, yeah, I remember I was like, bro, I used to be like,
You
what,
could see tits in
15?
there, yeah.
15, bro, used to hit up the strip club, but you get a lap dance in the strip club in GTA 5.
You
I'll
wank
be
to it as
lying
well.
if I
And you
said
can
I
rob
didn't go
them.
there before.
You've been there, don't lie to me.
I haven't been
Yeah,
there.
you've been there. You go in there and then
to
you
the strip club, but I haven't
GTA 5
quoted
strip
it as one of the best things. Like, you have to go there. It's part of the mission. It's part of the mission. You don't have to return though.
Trevor has to go in. You own the
have
strip
to
club at
go,
one point.
You gotta go
Trevor
in,
owns the
Trevor,
strip
bro.
club. You have to go in there.
I mean, how can you not go in?
Yeah,
You can pick up girls in GTA 5 as well.
I mean, bro, when
Yeah,
you're
but-
12 years old, what other options?
Yeah,
do you
exactly,
have?
bro. I was like fucking 14.
bro.
There's a lot of options on your phone. There's a lot of options.
When I was 12, the internet was out. We had broadband. All was good.
RuneScape, the dial-up.
Yeah, and GTA 5 was not out. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, different times. You know?
Owen, how old are you?
27.
27?
28
No,
now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
As
Masters coming soon.
Yes.
Yeah, sick.
Soon
Masters
come.
one.
No heel
Get a little
hooks.
world title.
Yes. I actually don't think I'll do Masters for a while.
Wow.
I think it's harder. People just more inclined to juice harder.
But no one enters
No
the
heel
Masters
hooks in
divisions.
Masters.
In what though?
No heel hooks in Masters.
Yeah, why would
Is
I
that
do
not?
That's tough as well.
No.
Yeah. That's right.
Why would I do that?
No reap, no heel hooks,
What am I gonna
all on
do?
juice.
Yeah, you might just lose.
I just
That's not for you, bro.
Is that also for ADCC Masters?
yeah. No
Really?
heel hooks and no anything, yeah.
Poor knees, brother.
All
The
these
big ones
privates
can't
are
take it.
nothing.
Yeah. No, I'd rather not.
Strip club
30 is
GTA.
pretty young to have a separate category, I feel like.
I mean, it really
No, it's
depends.
not. Come on, man.
It d-
30 is pretty young to
think?
have a different category.
I think it's young. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's young.
because like,
It's 12 years.
You know why they are doing it, right?
what?
Why?
You
Money.
can make way more money. Way more people will sign up.
True,
Oh,
true,
I
true.
see, yeah.
Master 1, Master 2, Master 3, Master 4.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
count out how much money IBJJF makes, and this is.
Oh, but
True
they're
that.
easy.
Yeah,
Also
true.
because
They're
people
well, you want to do average Jeff? Yeah,
people
you
feel
can.
No, I
safer.
don't. I
I
don't
know,
They'll
I
be
was
like,
about to
yeah,
say,
I'll
you
do
gotta
Masters.
pay-
I'll do it, but Masters.
You got to pay change your
Then
belt.
you go in there, and
Make it
there's
obvious.
former world
Oh,
champion in the
belt.
Masters category.
Bro, like Wagner and Galval, both Masters. Is it Masters 3, right?
That'd be
Yeah.
Masters 3,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro,
But they'll
crazy.
they'll surely just do Masters 1 or just compete in the adult division still.
Is
It's
that the
adult, yeah,
Meows?
adult test.
Yeah,
adult.
Meow fought
division.
the other guy, Lucas.
He did Master 2 or
Yeah,
Master
Master
Did
one,
he?
fought
Master 1?
Yeah,
Oh.
and the Master 1 Roost weight final was like harder than like the adult final. It's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Them man are sick though, to be fair.
The Meows.
Yeah.
You train with them.
I'd say
I haven't-
30
I'd
isn't
love to,
even
though.
prime.
It's in
30 is
35
your
at
athletic prime.
Charles
Probably
Negromonte,
prime.
bro.
Yeah, but depends
Natural.
what you're doing. But
Natural.
Natural.
Natural prime.
Charles Negromonte.
I think it's even later in Jiu-Jitsu. Depends on the weight category.
Yeah.
The-
And how much juice you take?
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, then you can go past 40. I
But
think.
that's like the injuries will build
Mm.
up as you get older and
Do you think
older.
that's? Do you
but-
think that? Yeah. Do you think that matters about the weight carry? I was gonna say everyone at 66 is pretty young.
Yeah, 66
Yeah.
because it's you have to be faster than 66, so it's more explosive.
Yeah.
Like the athleticism tends to go more to the speed.
Shout out the
As
young
you
midgets.
age, you should also
Shout out.
grow.
young midgets. Come on. man.
Young
Yeah. As you
Yeah.
grow, as you get
As you
older.
age, you should grow and go up the weight divisions. Don't be childish. Start to.
Oh, I have the
increase
plan,
your weight.
brother. I win in 66 and then I jump straight to 88.
To
Are you gonna go
88?
88?
It's different
I just
77.
What
completely
sort?
That's a
Flutter,
smart
get,
move, actually.
Flutter,
Yeah,
get
but-
that microphone in,
Yeah.
man. That audio is gonna be terrible.
Ooh.
Just completely duck 77.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh, I
that.
know how my rounds with Joseph go. That's long, man.
What a
You're
terrible
gonna go
division.
88.
Yeah, bro.
Bro,
I'd
you
love to do that.
understand that 88 are the 110 kilogram guys in the future.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah.
110.
If they do day before weigh-in.
Bro, smallest
that'll be
110 guy ever.
To be fair, hopefully I wouldn't have to be jiu-jitsu from that anyway. Hopefully I just win ADCC and then I can retire.
I will
Just-
help you.
Do super fights at under 70 kilos.
I'll
Just
help you
fight
maybe.
trash cans. I want to do the Mikey effect. Just fight them Sambo guys. Just
Yes,
them.
that is
Well,
actually
he'll
good,
just
isn't
keep
it?
getting the invite back and
Oh,
back.
but
and
if I
back.
win ADCC, sign a contract with one, just fight Sambo guys, get my 50k check, and just eat.
That's it. 50k for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Sorted, mate.
Yeah, 50k every 6
1,000
months.
there.
Is that what Kane's
Yeah.
getting?
Oh yeah, Mikey gets basically 50k almost every time he fights, right? Basically.
Every
I
time
think
you give him a can.
You will be a good
Yeah.
addition to one. Like
Yeah,
good
exactly.
character.
Who is it?
Would be
Leo
good.
Leo
Vieira.
Vieira. Yeah,
Leo
Leo
Vieira.
Vieira. Come on, check man that. Line me up with that 50 racks.
He messaged me and I replied. Then I just got aired.
Fuck.
That was
that's
very
that's
strange.
Did they offer you? Did they offer you someone?
Yeah, no, they didn't offer me a person. They just said like, "Hey, like, are you interested in coming on one?" I was like, "Yeah, it depends on the stipulations of the contract."
I know what
Oh,
happened.
nice.
I
Yeah,
just
they
got
were
drunk.
like, yeah.
No,
they
no,
were
I
like,
know
oh,
what happened.
What?
He can't find you anymore because he doesn't know how to spell your name.
He's like looking through the chat. Owen. He's like, who's this you again? He's like, no, not this guy.
I don't know this Turkish guy.
Oh,
Fuck.
fuck's
I have to
sake.
change my Instagram name,
Yeah.
include an O at the start.
Just
That'd be even
legally
better.
change
O-E-O.
legally change your
Owen.
name to Owen. Just join the
Yeah.
gang.
Might
Well,
be a
you can
bit rude to the grandparents.
Yeah, the disrespect.
Disown.
Disrespect.
Out of the will.
Or you just need to create a nickname. You need a nickname. And then
Flano.
you could just put the nickname at
Flano.
the front, and then people just know you by the nickname,
Flano.
like Baby Shark or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
like everyone.
Mm.
Young Wesley.
Well,
There you
yeah,
go.
young Wesley. We need to get that needs to stick.
Whose
Definitely doesn't.
nickname is more recognized than their actual name?
Baby Shark.
Baby
Hulk.
Shark.
But I
Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hulk. Yeah. Lucas
Hulk, who
Barbosa. Yeah.
else?
Baby Shark
But
for sure.
Every
Hulk.
time I ask people about, oh, do you know Doga Hiss? They're like, who's Doga Hiss?
Hulk-
Baby Shark. They're like, oh yeah, I know Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Like
Yeah.
Ho-
All the time.
Hokage, kind of. I mean, people call him Hokage.
Fabricio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hokage. Yeah.
Nah,
I don't know.
I
But
think,
who-
but I
who
think his name's
Fabricio?
definitely more famous than his.
Maybe.
Who else is
But that's
there?
very few examples of very. So Baby
Jane
Shark is
Carlo.
a super weird name, and Hulk is obviously
Yeah, you just got to
Yeah.
force something. Just force it.
just
The
force
Butter
it.
Panther.
Butter
That's
Panther.
PJ Barch, the Butter Panther.
Yeah, that's like people know him as PJ Barch though.
It's true. Who else is there?
No, I'm sure there's more examples. Just hard to
Yeah,
think.
we
of.
can't think of them right now under the pressure.
But
Mighty
you
Mouse?
need to change the game, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Mighty
Mighty
Mouse.
Mouse.
You need to change the game. You need to
Just
be like
set a trend, brother. What do
No,
you
no.
mean there has to be examples? Be the first.
be a WWE superstar.
Just go
They are all only with
Yeah,
the
Dr.
John
name.
Phil.
Cena.
Yeah.
Just change it to Dr. Phil. You've
Dr.
got,
Phil
you've
would
Dr.
be
Phil.
very
good.
You've got the hairline.
I
You've
have
got
to
the
come
look.
with like shine
Dr.
to the hair.
Young
That'd be
Dr. Phil.
fucking good.
Young
And
Dr.
the moustache.
Just
I
go,
could
just go
actually do
straight Dr. Phil. Get the tash going.
I would put people at ease so much, and then just like flying scissors and engineers. That'd be the dream.
Put people at ease and
Dr. Phil.
engineers.
Come on my show.
Bro,
That's a
did you
good
see the
slogan,
guy
bro.
who's fighting Pantoja? What's his name? He looks like the guy from The Office. You see?
Which one? What?
He's fighting for the flyweight title in the UFC. Bro, he looks. Have you seen this guy?
No, what does he look like?
Who's the guy from The Office?
Import him on the
Bro,
screen.
I don't know
The
who
main
you're
character.
talking about.
Jamie, pull this guy on.
Yeah, pull him up on the street.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
No, I have no idea about that.
Bro,
I don't watch
he-
him.
I know who you're
You know
talking
Chris's
about. The name,
opponent.
the with the
Crispy's
black hair,
Ozbek.
right?
Yeah, he does look. Yeah.
Bro, doesn't he look like the guy from The
Let's
Office?
see.
Like legitimately.
Fair enough.
I don't watch The Office.
Okay. Anyways.
All right. Have you seen House of Cards?
Yes.
All right. Who's
Kevin
Crispy's
Spacey.
opponent? What's his name?
Sean Price. Is that it?
All right. Look at this fella, Sean Price. He looks exactly like Kevin Spacey. It's fucking weird.
Is he also a pedophile?
I haven't asked actually.
I don't think he's a pedophile. I think he's just a
Support
sex
questions
pest.
You have a seminar on Saturday, no?
Yeah, I'm in Austria,
Oh, a nice win.
Wait, where are you exactly?
south of Austria. I don't know the exact name, but it's 3 seminars basically. It's good money, so I didn't.
Yeah, because we're
Didn't
in
pass
Austria
it
at
up.
the same time, right?
We're also
Vienna.
in Vienna.
Yeah, we're in Vienna.
I'm in. I don't think it's Vienna. I think
Salzburg?
it's near Ljubljana in Slovenia.
What?
Just
You
north.
sure you're in Austria?
Yeah, it's just north of that, basically.
Great
I'm
pronunciation.
trying to find this. I don't even know, mate. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find this Sean Price
Is it on
fella.
Ozbek's thing?
Maybe it's on
Sure,
Ozbek's
Ozbek.
thing.
Yeah.
It is literally uncanny. It's fucking weird.
We pretty much answered all of these questions as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which
Just
is
so you
in-
know, for Vienna, 20th and 21st April, don't go to Owen Jones seminar. Come to come to Jozef and Dima's seminar.
You guys got a seminar on the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Man.
Bro, he,
By
You're
accident.
look at this fucking guy.
By accident.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, the ZR
See?
guys messaged me saying, "Oh, do you want to do a seminar?" I was like, "Yeah, I can do these dates." And then I literally
wait, do it at Saturday. We do ours at Sunday.
Okay, sick.
We have ours at Sunday.
People might actually come.
Yeah, ours at Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Are you
Yeah,
going
we come to both seminars. We will be there, all
And
three
if
of
you could
us.
only come to one, I'd probably say go to Joseph's.
Are you taking a set fee?
What's the date? What's the date of it? 20th of April.
Yeah, 20th of April. No,
It's not a 2 day, it's a 1 day.
no, it's a 1 day, 21st,
Oh, no,
and
no.
Owen has
Oh,
his
right,
probably
right.
at the 20th of April.
Are you 21st or 20th?
I'm 20.
But we have a bunch of seminars.
I'm two.
Just
I'm both.
look at our
You're both
Instagram.
days.
Oh, you have both days.
Both days, yeah.
Sorry.
See you later,
Take a
champ.
set fee, bro.
I do have a set fee. I do have a set
Okay,
fee.
yeah.
Oh, you
I
got
have
that
a flat
sick.
rate, yeah. I have a flat
Much
rate
safer.
for... Yes, I do. I take a flat fee for this one, yeah. The only time I don't take a flat fee is in Wales, because their man love me. Welsh
They
straight
love
to
you in
hate,
Wales, man.
Shout out that.
Weird.
The new king of Wales.
Weird.
You're looking at the
The
king.
new king. Look at the king. New kid in town.
Weird.
Yeah. The amount of times people have
because
just
of
thanked me
Vinland
for being
Saga.
Ash. when I
We
was
will
in
go
Wales.
to Wales
Thank
pretty
you,
soon.
bro.
This
Wow.
weekend. Are you excited about this
Your
weekend?
Yeah.
Let's go through your picks. What's Wait, what are the matches? So there was the
Polaris.
welterweight tournament.
Yes.
Why didn't
I don't know.
Why didn't Shazinski get the invite to this?
Shazinski is the champ.
Oh, okay.
This
and then the
is-
winner of this
this
fight
is
will
the
fight the
title
shot.
shot, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Title shot.
Title shot.
What other matches are on?
Should I check it out on the
Shazinski
Polaris
missed out on 20
page?
grand
Check it out.
for
Right, let's check it out.
a $2 match.
Who's in your division? It's got Levi,
Okay, we'll go from
First match will be Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, that's how I call him. Harrison Woods.
And then there's Levi versus Davis. There's Espen versus who's Espen fighting again? Max Hansen.
Mhm.
And then PJ versus what's his
Luis
name?
Paolo.
Luis Paolo.
The thing is, I think PJ is ranked 2 or 1. Right?
He's one. PJ's 2.
Yeah, but I wouldn't underestimate Max Hansen. Like, watch out for Max Hansen. He's on a tier right now. So
Mm.
I would prefer to face
PJ's
PJ
gonna-
because he's just we're
PJ's
cool with
gonna-
him. We love PJ.
gonna
But Max
pack him
Hansen's
up.
definitely his hardest task. So let's see what
He's-
happens.
He's gonna pack him up, bro. Pack him up in a box and send him
Who,
home.
who wins out of Theon?
If the
and
King of
Brianna?
Wales says it, then
They're definitely
Wales.
Fiona and Brianna.
yeah, Fiona and Brian. This will be interesting because we worked on a bunch of things since the start of the year. And
You and Theon.
Yeah.
No, he's
Not with Fiona, no, no, no.
Are you in the ops? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes.
The
Nice.
ops. Yeah, and then there's the prelims, which they haven't listed
Like,
necessarily.
oh, Christian
Who else is on the main
Ozbek.
card? Keith Corrin versus Cam
Yeah.
Domini.
Yeah.
My match. Unfortunately, I had to pull out. My ankles broke up. But
By the
yeah.
way, do you guys know that Owen Jones is the GOAT of Jiu Jitsu?
Oh,
That,
go on,
that
yeah,
he,
tell them.
by BJJ math, beat Gordon Ryan?
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
on.
yeah, we've all done
What
that, though,
happened?
right?
Yeah, but
Have you?
In a roundabout way. I'm sure if you just.
you need to
Mason
find it.
Fowler,
You
right?
need evidence for this.
Yeah,
so
what's the evidence?
so
Here's the evidence.
Who has
Owen
he
beat
lost to?
Cameron. Cameron beat McNally. McNally beat Gary Tone. If I'm not mistaken, Gary Tone beat Magalesh. And Magalesh beat Gordon Ryan. So Owen Jones, Owen, the Nugget Jones.
Pretty boy
The
Jones.
Happy Meal
Man,
Jones.
that's a big accomplishment. Well done, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I'm the goat. To be fair, the reason he brought this up was because I had a dream. I had a dream. I can tell you about my dream. My dream was I went to ADCC, yeah.
Okay.
Crazy training camp. Boom, first round. But I got subbed. I got beat up. Wasn't even competitive. I was like, Mo Kings was like, bro, do the absolute. I was like, yeah, why not? Gordon first round, the absolute. He passes me, bottom mount. I just enter single against from bottom mount. Outside hook, and I tap Gordon Ryan. And I just retire on the spot, and I'm the go. I don't finish the absolute.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'm just eating. I had this crazy vivid dream. I
Easily.
opened up my academy. Everyone's coming in.
That's
Man,
what
I
you
woke
would do. You
up.
just
Bro, it
leave it
was the
there.
greatest thing ever. And then he was like, "Oh, would you rather beat Gordon or win ADCC?" I was like, "Bro, what do you mean?
Beat
This
Gordon.
is an easy question.
Yeah.
Beat
Yeah.
Gordon, for sure."
He said
And
the
woke
exact
up
same
back
thing.
to
I would
Pub
never
Wi-Fi.
compete again. I would literally, Gordon would never hear the end of it. I would just be constantly in his DMs. I'm like, my son.
You wouldn't
it's
make
okay.
the mistake Penna did.
Yeah, I would never have the rematch. You have
Wow,
that's
your
foolish.
mind.
He's
bro.
made a
You have your
mistake.
mind. I'm the GOAT. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna walk around this. I'm the king.
What do you guys think of Marigali? Do you think he's going to blitz this ADCC?
I think he looks unstoppable. So he's in the 99 division, right?
Yeah.
Let's assume he's minus 99. I think.
I don't know. Mason Fowler ducked Owen, so he's in that as well. That might be tough. But
That'll be a fun match to watch, actually.
Yeah,
Mason versus
Marigali,
Marigali.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
will be a fun match. But if I would have to bet, I would probably bet on Marigali. He looks pretty good right now.
Yes.
Unstoppable almost.
He looks very big as well compared to Mason. But Mason, how tall
he
is
looks
Marigali?
juicy.
Marigali's a big geezer. He's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, Mason is like my height.
Yeah,
So
but he's very juicy right now, brother.
Mason.
which one?
Mason, I
Fowler.
saw him at UFC fight bars. That boy was chunky.
They're both chunky, though, aren't they?
Yeah, but Mason did look very big.
Yeah, but
Marigali's
so
bigger.
does Kenan Duarte.
Kanan's in that division as well, isn't he? Yeah. Big
and he-
crossface.
Yeah.
Duarte.
And he just wore him down, made him so tired.
Yeah,
Got him,
it's true.
took him down.
But-
head numb.
Understand that ADCC Kainan is different from the Kainan that you saw against Marigali. So this will also be a tough match.
Yeah,
Yes.
Prime juice, just fucking
more juice.
gills,
Looked like a
just
Dragon Ball
collatizing
Z character.
crossfaces. Damn.
Right.
Yeah, that he looked pretty big at that ADCC. Poor Craig just getting smashed.
I think Craig, if he competes, he'll go down to 88 again. I mean, it seems
No,
more
I meant
Decent.
at the last day.
Craig's juicy right now though. Surely he'll stay at 99, no?
I
Yeah,
don't
why
know.
would he? He
I
can make
think
it
he-
88.
I think his size is more appropriate for 88.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely.
those 99 fellas are big boys.
Yeah, it's a different. I mean,
Yeah.
he did well against Lovato, but I think just generally speaking, 88 is his
Because
frame.
he's very strong for 88 as well, right? Whereas 99, he's not.
yeah,
He's not saying he's not strong for 99, but like kind of the way probably feels
probably
very similar, you
for
know.
sure.
So it's like at least for 88, I haven't really felt many people like him.
I've never felt an 88 person that strong.
Nah, never.
Denise?
Denise, I think Denise was more dynamic than Craig, but isometrically,
Craig just feels stupid strong, does he?
but
It's
yeah,
terrible.
the juice was working.
Yeah.
Whatever he's taking is working for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you need to.
The stack.
You need some help, bro.
Ways to well.
Doesn't he has the sponsor Evertighten?
Evertighten.
Yeah, but everyone
a
else is on
cult.
Ways to well. Everyone takes a trip to Ways to well.
Yeah.
Everyone
Shout out
stopped
Ways
off
to
at
Well.
Ways to well, was well looked after.
Yeah.
What did they do? Cup of tea and that.
Cup of tea and that.
Fellas,
Look.
I've actually got to finish up here.
Some electrolytes in your little water.
Yeah.
You can have that, brother.
Have you tried eating vegetables and fruit?
Yeah. You tried eating your greens like
No
your mum
processed foods, man.
Have you tried eating 12 eggs a day?
Shout Eddie a
told
bit.
you? Yeah, make sure
Love
they're
that
not
guy.
red.
Bro, I love that guy.
Me
He's
too.
So
I
funny.
love
Eddie
Eddie
Abu.
Abu.
Wake the fuck up.
Bro, he's the best. Is he in London?
Eddie Abu, yeah.
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 Fuck, I want to
Go find him.
Go find.
Go
I'll
find
I'll go to like an Aldi or something. and
You'll
look
see
for
him then.
To
Wake
be
the
fair,
fuck up.
we need to. This is my final autism point because he brought up Aldi and now I'm gonna bring up Lidl.
No, please don't. No, please.
Bro.
That's the perfect story to end though. Okay,
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
it.
go,
Okay,
go.
yeah, tell it.
We were in Lidl literally yesterday because I was trying to show Joseph because he can't wait. I was showing like how for trials there was like this is beside the point anyway, but this is like yogurts with like a lot of protein, not that many calories, right? So I was eating that before trials when I was
Wake
counting
the
weight.
fuck up.
Yeah. So then when we were on the way, he's scanning everything to pay, and like Joseph asked Dima to get a bag in it. Bro, I've already paid for my things. I just got like a milkshake. Right? I'm standing at the end, and there's just like a rack of bags on there. It's like probably 10 bags on the rack, whatever. Bro, I swear, he's fumbling. I can see the sweat
like
dripping
20
off Dima's
seconds
head.
of trying to get.
Bro,
move
maybe
the
more.
bag
It
from
might have been
back.
30 seconds of him trying to get a bag on this rack. The woman who's working there is looking at him like he needs help. Bro, he's like, he seems so baffled of how to get the bag off the rack. He just grab the first bag, pull it off. He's like lifting up them, pulling them on. I'm like, bro, you're so autistic.
I was under stress.
I
Like
was-
I knew exactly from the first second when I saw the bags
You
that
caved.
he's looking.
You
That
caved
he's
under
looking at me
pressure.
like, oh fuck, I need to
pressure.
hurry up.
Is there a
Too
more
much
high pressure
pressure.
situation than
I
that?
was so
He's like,
funny.
I can't get the bag.
Oh,
I need the bag.
Bro, I'm still better than Taylor. Like
He's
Go on, let's see it, Taylor.
He couldn't make his own bed, bro. Jesus Christ.
Taylor.
Really?
Yeah,
I
he
don't-
didn't know how to blow up a blow up bed. I had to do it for him.
That's what he said.
He's just useless,
No,
is
that's
he?
what he was. He was willing to sleep on like this one blow up bed, like with no sheets, no covers. He was like, oh, it's kind of sucking it. I was like,
bro, I can
"This is
feel
what
him. I can feel him.
I was like, what are you doing, bro? I was like, just blow up the other one and put them together, put some sheets on it. And he was like, oh, this is very nice. I was like, well, that's what happens.
He's
brother.
built different.
Taylor built
Just
different.
sleeps on the floor.
He's pretty good at
Saves his
jiu though, to
breath.
be fair. He's
Yeah.
getting quite good. He's developed a lot.
He do be fucking good.
He's gonna come on the podcast next week.
Mashallah.
Fantastic.
I especially like his technique, the original one.
Oh, bro, shut up. Man. I think he might show me that, to be fair. So this might be boycott of a boycott of a boycott. You know the saddle to the saddle entry and then passing across the double outsides. Or
Yeah.
passing across the outside. All right, I showed him that. You know.
I feel like that's really
No,
old though.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, because with this, Gordon did it to Nicky Rod, you know. So it's like,
But
Even
before
before,
that,
way
yeah,
before.
It's just so
Eddie
old.
Cummings days,
But that's the thing.
Tonin days.
That's the thing about jiu-jitsu right now. We are fucked because doesn't matter what we show, someone did it already. But if you look at Danaher and the other guys, people actually think that they invented most of the stuff they show.
Yeah.
It's not like this. It's
This is
when-
why when I got told off for reverse close guard, I was like, this is stupid. I can't do reverse close guard instructional.
yeah, this is,
What are you telling me? You telling me you can't? Roger can't do a close guard instructional. Roger didn't make up close guard.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Run,
This
yeah,
is
Roger Gracie cannot make an instructional close guard
this,
or mount. He didn't make up the positions.
No.
You idiots.
this is a modern this is a modern problem. Like, don't get fooled. Don't think that the old guys are inventing everything. They did the same as we do. We are just better in stealing because we have the internet.
The internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Shout
bet.
out.
It's easy to
Shout
get
out
caught.
Right, fellas.
Doing the
I,
Yeppy lock.
I have to leave now.
Mashallah,
So
brother.
good to see you all.
Let's call it.
Have fun playing Ninja.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Guys, remember, like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, do all that. Owen sells some instructionals on BJJ Fanatics.
Gonna start a Patreon.
Yeah,
Pirate them.
Maybe.
ASAP.
pirate them.
Bro, can you spell
Probably.
your name one time for the audience?
EOGH.
Bro, not
A-
even you can spell
N.
it.
There's going to be an R
I
in
had to
there
give a
somewhere.
pause there whilst people process.
Young Wesley, you've got instructionals.
I do.
Head over to your little link on your Instagram, all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I got the link tree, bro.
Yeah,
Little
get
BJ
that.
Fanatics. You can. My name's actually spelled normally, so you can just type it.
Owen
What the
Jones.
fuck? What the fuck? Don't say
What
that.
the fuck? Joseph
I'm
Chen.
offended.
Check out Joseph Chen Instagram. You got do you have
Spell
instructionals?
your name. Spell your name.
And then Patreon as well. So check out the
Amazing.
Spell the first two
Where can we
letters.
find you?
Yeah,
What do you-
please don't write me. Don't write
Don't
me.
do anything.
I do post about I'm not accepting anybody right now. Wait until ADCC, then I will launch some websites. Maybe I do a Patreon in a week or two, but please don't write me. Even if Linus or Joseph tell you to write me, please.
Write him.
No,
He has
please.
so much time.
I have no time right now. My schedule is full. After ADCC, you can harass my.
You heard it, guys. Make sure you hit Dima up for.
Have you got? You got
Fuck.
Fanatics?
I got Fanatics as well.
Charles is fanatics.
Mate, mine is
Fanatics.
fucking
He doesn't need more
popping.
clients.
Yeah.
Popping. 20
Yeah.
quid last month. That's mad.
That's insane.
You didn't even make
It
a
does-
post about it though.
Huh?
I saw one thing because I looked jacked on the front of it. I know.
You're on it. Yeah.
I look fucking huge, bro. I was like sick.
No, because they didn't even tell me they were gonna do a collab post, and I was just going back and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just accepted it.
Oh,
But yeah,
nice.
I've got my
It
online thing
inspired
on.
me to get back to that jack state, bro.
The
I looked
online
there, I was
business is
like,
going
yo,
all well.
I looked swole as hell.
You're good.
Did look good. I had them.
You
them
come back
obliques.
in. Pliers are there.
I had
The
them
offer is
fucking
there.
flowers, bro.
All right, guys. Great to see you.
Yes, love.
There it is.
Mashallah.